taking that step out of your comfort zone is a big thing to do in your life, because it's hard for anybody to do that. Because you, as you said, like you see people still being comfortable doing the same thing, cycle and repeat. And to step out of that comfort zone, it's a big risk, but it can also be a big reward if you go about it the right way.
Definitely.
Don't step out of your comfort zone doing just any type of risk, but a calculated one. Doing something that's
It's like chess.
yeah, it's just like chess. Make a smart move to like push towards your future, and it's not. Like, there's no time on it. Like you don't have to do it now, because say we're 21, 20 years old, and there's no time to say, oh, you got to do it now. Like people don't understand that
it's a process.
It's a process. You ain't got to do it immediately.
Definitely.
And I think in this age that we live in terms of like social media, like you said, people run to their phones, see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
It kind of get people in that mindset thinking like not only that they are worried about the people, but at the same time, some people can get scared and be like, I need to do something now.
Right, because they see a lot of people getting to it instantly. That's what social media is about. You see a lot of people that's doing things.
Instant success.
Instant success.
And they don't see the grind.
And I feel like sometimes it discourages the people too.
Yeah, okay.
Because they look at people like that and be like, man, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I could come up with my own clothing line. Even though I love clothes, man, I don't think I could just come out with something. I don't think people gonna mess with it.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is the person that got people to mess with theirs, they took that risk. If you don't ever take that risk, you ain't never gonna have a shot.
How you don't like exactly? How would you know if you don't take that risk?
Exactly.
And I think, like you said, people don't realize that they just because they see somebody do it don't mean they can't do it themselves. Like I've seen people for years do podcasts. Like I even had my own podcast 2 years ago, and I always I followed podcasts since I was in the 4th grade. And like you said, I went through that time of my life in college where I kind of had an identity crisis of who I was as a person.
Yes.
Like for years, people always know me as just a person that was like just I would do whatever, and I was just comfortable being in my own, like being myself. But it came a point in time, I would say my sophomore year here actually, and that's when I went to the counseling center. I kind of had like my own identity crisis because I kind of let everybody else get to me. Like I didn't feel I got to a point where I kind of didn't feel comfortable with who I was as a person. I didn't know who I was as a person.
What do you think that? Why do you think that was? Was it? Okay, let me ask this.
Go ahead.
Do you think that it was because of how you were thinking other people saw you or how they perceived you?
I think it was that, because for years and even to this day, like people would say stuff about me or say like, "Oh, you do too much of this," or "Why you do that?" Like just judge me. And in my younger years, I didn't really pay too much mind to it because I was like, I'm just oblivious to it. I'm like, I'm just gonna do whatever. Like I'm Kindle. But as I got older and I got more psychologically aware of just me as a person and just things around me, I'm like, well, dang, should I do this, or can I do my own podcast, or should I dress this way, or do I really talk like that? It's just all these. It was a bunch of self-doubt that crept up inside of me, and it scared me a little bit because like I was just here. I took a year off. I went to the military to do my training. I'm still in. I come to school. I'm thinking I got everything figured out. I chose a major that I wanted to choose, and I'm thinking, I'm ready to have life good, but I didn't feel comfortable. Like I didn't feel comfortable doing the things I was doing in class. I didn't think I was as good as my classmates, and I didn't think I was as good as my friends. It was just a bunch of like this self-doubt, and it took me a while to finally get out of that stage, and a lot of just self-reflecting, a lot of thinking, and going to the counseling center, and a lot of reading.
I think self-reflecting is a key.
It is
a key to growth.
It is.
It's thinking about the things that you have done and what you are doing, and think about what you want to do and manifesting that with your words to yourself. It's waking up in the morning and looking in the mirror and saying, I'm going to be great today.
Yeah.
You got to say that to yourself every day. Self-affirmation, man, it's a powerful thing.
It is. And knowing about yourself, like knowing your strengths and weaknesses is a powerful thing as well, because we're all human. We're not perfect. Like that's my Twitter bio, ironically enough, is I'm not perfect, but then again, who is? Because nobody is perfect. And people can look on social media and see somebody and think they're perfect.
Right.
Or be like, oh, they got
this. From social media.
But that same person they look at, they're going through problems as well. Like everybody goes through something. And that was one big thing I really realized as I started to grow and started to realize more about myself. Because I was thinking, man, I'm the only person that's going through this. Like I can't, like how, like why am I feeling like this? Like I would say I was depressed. Not to the verge of suicide, because I never wanted to go that route. But I was
Yeah.
just like depressed, and I had like a bunch of anxiety. I still have anxiety to this day. And
I've developed that last semester.
you develop that anxiety and that
Yes.
depression. Like it's, and I feel like it's something. Like I say, all college students go through that.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you see a bunch of people doing things, and you wonder like, damn, how they do this, or can I do this? Can I go that same route?
Yeah.
And it's scary because
It's scary.
it's the real world. Because everybody is actually out here doing something. And at this age, at least where we at, not even just, you don't even got to be in college just to be like this. Just at this age in general, our 20s. That's just such a crucial time period just of you figuring out who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you get older, you start to think more. Like our brains are not even done developing until we're 25. And we're just becoming more aware. And I think social media adds to that. Because like I said, we are seeing people doing these things. So it creates more of an anxiety. And you see more people getting depressed based off what they see
Right.
other people doing on social media.